Okay, what about this? Your off Facebook activity is still turned off for other apps and websites. You can turn on all activity in order to be able to log into your apps. No, I don't want to do that. What?
I can see it. We're live.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
We're live.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
We're live.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
We're live.
Okay. What in the world? All right. Hello, everybody.
Go to your Facebook and there should be like a button to mute on the computer. Go to your Facebook and there should be like a button to mute.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So we are trying something new. Thanks for hanging with us while we work through some technical difficulties, mainly on my end of not knowing what the heck's going on. So anyways, I'm Jody Wagner and a few of us have hopped on here. We are going to talk about the Thrive products. You see us posting about it. If you follow my stories at all, I talk a lot in there about the 3 steps that I take every single morning. The first step is our capsules. There are women's and men's. This is the only gender specific product that we have. And we literally take these before we even get out of bed. Like they are on my nightstand with a bottle of water. And as soon as my eyes pop open in the morning, I take 2 capsules, I drink that full bottle of water, and then 20 to 30 minutes later, we mix up our lifestyle mix, which this isn't your ordinary shake. So there's some protein in it, but it's also filled with pre and probiotics, digestive enzymes, all kinds of good, healthy things that help our gut get healthy. And you guys, I didn't realize how important gut health was until I started this journey. So our third step is our DermaFusion technology. It's this little sticker that you see everybody wearing. This adheres to our skin and provides us nutrients all day long, helps with our mood support, gives us energy, helps with those, sweet tooth cravings that we have and all of the things. So the first thing I loved about the 3 steps was how simple it was. I was done in the first 30 minutes of my day. I didn't have to think about anything else all day long. I was done before I left the house to go to work. So it was super easy. And seriously, the only thing I knew about Thrive when I started was that it was helping people with energy. So that is exactly what drew me in, was energy. I was a busy mom, working full time, going to school full time, burning the candle at both ends. Our life was crazy busy, and seriously, I was struggling to get through my day. I used to use my weekends to rest up for the following work week, and literally had spent that Sunday on the couch. And Monday was when I had gotten a phone call and asked if I had ever heard of the Thrive Experience, which I had not. It was not all over Facebook. But I heard energy, and my sister-in-law had me hooked at just energy. So I started with a sample, but even before I got my sample, I purchased the product. So I've never actually gone without, and I'm really grateful that I did that, because I don't know if I would be here today if I just sampled for 3 days. One thing you're going to hear on today is, we all take the same 3 steps, but everybody's story is a little bit different, and the timing of when things happen is different. And really, Thrive works to fill in our nutritional gaps. We all have them, but it works where your body needs it the most first. So some people notice energy right away. Some people get improved digestion. Some people start sleeping really good. It really depends on what your body needs to where it's going to start working first. So I started for energy. Day 1, I woke up. I had not slept well. I woke up with a booming headache, which that's something that I used to wake up with almost on a daily basis. I was supposed to make a long drive and really was not thinking I was going to make that drive. Not excited at all about starting something new, but I took 2 capsules, drank my water. 20 minutes later, I mixed up the shake, and I can't even, within 45 minutes, it felt like somebody had flipped on a light switch. I felt a little funny saying that out loud, but everything just felt crisper and brighter. I went about my day, noticed my headache went away. I made that trip. The next day I came back. It was probably day 4, my digestion started to change. That's another thing you're going to hear a lot of talk about, is digestion. Something I've always struggled with after having 3 babies. I had no idea that was a normal thing that a lot of women in particular struggle with, but I know everybody struggles with it at some point. But I just thought that was normal. So, but it was really day 10 for me that I realized I hadn't had one of those awful headaches that I was struggling with. And I remember calling my husband and saying, okay, there has to be more to Thrive than just energy. And that's when I got excited about it, started to dig into, okay, what is the Thrive Experience? What is it doing? What is this nutrition? And then it just snowballed from there. I started to feel good. So then I started to share it with the people that I cared about. Honestly, when I started, I had no intentions of sharing. I wasn't going to tell anybody I was wearing a sticker on my skin for energy. But when you start to feel good, it's really hard to keep that to yourself. So I am going to pass it on over to my friend Heather, who is going to pop on and share what her experience has been like.
Hi guys, thanks for having me, Jody. So my Thrive experience started a lot like other people. I had 4 children at the time, and I was just burning at both ends. I own a salon in Marshfield, Wisconsin, and we were just building a brand new salon. My little guy at the time was 9 months old. He wasn't sleeping through the night. I was crazy busy, a lot of long hours at the salon. So I would just go to work, give everything to everyone all day long. Very emotionally, mentally, and physically exhausting job. And so I would just come home so burnt out, and there was just nothing left for my family. So I spent a lot of time on the couch. I honestly napped any opportunity that I had. I lived on coffee and Mountain Dew, and definitely was not being the mom and wife that I had visualized that I would be. I kind of didn't know how I got to that place. I was just kind of going through the motions of life, to be honest with you. And my friend Heather continued to reach out to me about Thrive. She, probably could see that I needed it with how busy my life was. I was very skeptical, said no for a very long time, to the extent of almost a year. And she finally said, "Can I please just send you a sample?" And so I am so grateful for that sample. I got started on a sample. I fortunately felt it right away. Not everyone does, depending on your nutritional gaps. Thankfully, because of my skepticism, I felt it on day one. I took those capsules as soon as my eyes opened in the morning, literally before I even stepped out of bed, because I was told to do that. And I took them capsules, and it was like, I don't know, within like 40 minutes, I was like, whoa, like all of that, like mom fog that I was like living in every single day that like took me 2 to 3 hours to get out of in the morning. It was like everything was just like cleared up, and I just felt like my head was clear and I could see brighter. And I honestly felt so happy. Like, I would put on the smile every day for everyone, but to be honest with you, I really wasn't smiling inside. I was dealing with a lot of discomfort in my belly. I had a lot of digestive issues with having children. Bloating, I was uncomfortable. I didn't sleep at night. It would take me hours to fall asleep. So I was burning at both ends, stressed out, like everything was a mess. But I would put this smile on every day and pretend to be happy. And that day, I remember just feeling so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I am like feeling amazing. This has got to be like in my head, I don't know. And so on the first day, I also went to the bathroom. TMI, like Jody said, we're going to talk about digestion. For me, it was something that I didn't experience on average, but between 7 and 10 days. And that was my normal. So this was a big deal. Still was questioning if it was just a coincidence or not. Again, that skepticism. By day 3 of my sample, I had went 3 consecutive days. I had gotten more stuff done in 3 days than I literally probably did in a month. I was cleaning closets. I was excited. I was happy. I was playing with my kids. I was not napping. That was the biggest thing. It was on a weekend. I started on a Friday, and all weekend I didn't nap. And normally I lived for the weekends just to nap. So that was amazing. And then day 10 hit, and day 10 was even better. I didn't think I could get much better. I was already feeling great. Day 10, I hit the pillow, and I think I was sleeping in 30 seconds. And it was like, oh my gosh, I woke up, I was so refreshed. And I didn't lay in my bed till 2 o'clock in the morning, tossing and turning. And I didn't know sleep was another benefit of Thrive. So that was absolutely incredible. This experience has been amazing. I'm going to fast forward you guys really, really fast. One more thing. I just had another baby. Yes, that's 5. And you guys, like, I started when Kingston was 9 months old, but there is something about being on Thrive from the minute that your baby is born. Like, it has been the most amazing experience ever. It's like my whole experience has started over. My son still does not sleep through the night. He was up twice last night. But when I hit my pillow again, I go straight to sleep. The weight is melting off. Like, I never started Thrive for weight loss, but now that I had a baby, like, it's amazing. So like everything is just great. Like, TMI again, no stool softeners, no nothing. Like, literally everything is working how it's supposed to. So new mamas, you need the Thrive. Like, that is what I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking about digestive issues and things. And I'm going to hand it over to my friend, Toby.
Hello, you guys. How's everybody doing? So my name is Toby. I'm from a tiny town in Wisconsin. So my Thrive experience actually started about 2 years ago, and I'm like a complete opposite of Heather, you guys. So like, I didn't listen to the instructions. I don't have any kids. And I was not a day 1 thriver. So I started because, so my mom actually started before me, and she was like, hey, you need to do this. Like, you need to try it. And I was like, no, absolutely not. You're taking sugar pills. You are like, you're literally not taking real stuff. This is all in your head. Like, I was so mean to her because, she's my mom. Like, she's not going to just cut me off and be like, okay, bye. So I said no for about 2 years. She thrived for 2 years, and she was like shedding the weight like crazy, not doing anything. Like, she doesn't work out. And meanwhile, I was in the gym constantly every single day. I had no social life. I was living in like a college town, and I worked in customer service. I was customer service manager. So I would go to work in the morning, and then I would get home, go to the gym, and then go to bed and then repeat. Like, I was living my life on a cycle. So I was constantly eating healthy. I was always at the gym. So I had lost a lot of weight on my own. So I was like, I don't need anything to help. But the thing is, when you're doing that, is you can't, it's hard to maintain. Like, it's really hard to eat healthy all the time. It's really hard to go to the gym every day, especially when you're tired and you've been working at, your customer service job, like getting yelled at all day long. Like, you are exhausted. So you just want to go home and go to bed. So that's where I ran into a lot of issues, is I would gain a lot of weight, and then I would lose it, and then I would gain it. And like, I was fluctuating so much. So I ended up moving back to my tiny home in Wisconsin here, and my mom was like, hey, you need to try this. And so I was like, okay, let's just see what happens. My partner actually started before I did. He got a sample. I was still kind of skeptical, so I was like, I'm not going to try it yet. He got a sample, was a day one thriver, was like, I need this, like, let's order. And so we jumped right in, orders our couples pack, and it came in. I remember I saw the patches, and I was like, oh my God, which one am I gonna wear? What's gonna go with my outfit? What's the best color? You guys know those chic DFTs, those are so cute. Start with those ones. If I can give you advice, start with that one. It's so cute. So I was so excited, I got it, and I took it wrong. I did not listen to anybody's instructions, because I actually didn't have any instructions to follow, because my mom didn't like give me instructions. So she was just like, just take it. So I did not take capsules before my feet hit the floor. I did not take my shake 20 minutes later. And then I would like get up in the morning, I'd go to the bathroom, and then I would take my capsules, and then I would like drink my shake throughout the day. And then I would put my patch on. So I didn't feel it right away because I wasn't taking it right, because I didn't listen. So then about a week in, I did start to notice, because the products are so strong, you guys, that I did actually notice something. And I noticed like just like a mental like clarity and like patience. Like, my number one thing that I got was patience, because working in that customer service spot, like, I didn't have any patience. I did not have like time to talk to people. I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to bear bad news. And I was a manager, so I always had to be the person like delivering the bad news. I had to deal with all the angry customers. So I was so angry all the time and had no patience. So number one thing I noticed was being able to actually talk to people, talking to my other like coworkers and stuff, talking to the customers, and just being happy. And like, before Thrive, it was very, very like in like high school, I was a very happy person. And then I like started my manager position, and I had like lost my happiness. So I had went through a very dark time in my life, and then Thrive came in and like brightened everything back up, like we all said. So I became that happier person again. I stopped going to the gym completely, because where I lived, I didn't want to be seen in public. So I didn't go to the gym. And so I don't like eating healthy. It's not my thing. I don't like it. I think you should be able to eat whatever you want. So I didn't really do much, but I was continuing to like run. I'm a runner. I was still running, and the weight was like coming off so much easier, and it would stay off. I've never had a big plunge of like weight gain like I did before. So that's been my number one benefit that I've always loved. The energy came with it. Like, I was the person at customer service. I was up at 4 a.m. I had to be in the store at 5 a.m. to open. I had to be there to open the doors. I had to put all the money out. Like, I was busy. I lived a very, very busy lifestyle. So the fact that Thrive was so easy for me to take right away in the morning, I could take the capsules right away, drink the shake before I got to work, and then just slap on a little patch, and that's your all day energy. Like, it was crazy to me. So I absolutely loved everything about it, and it's been 2 years now. None of my benefits have gone away. I wake up every single morning, and I pop those caps, and I'm like ready for the day. I've been annoying the crap out of my partner today, because I'm just so full of energy today. And it just never gets old. Like, you just love it so much. And thriving with my partner, especially like us together, we were always going through, I was always angry at him. Like, I was always picking fights. And now, like, thriving, I'm like, why was I picking fights before? Like, literally no reason to it. So it's definitely given me a lot of like like mood support and whatnot as well. So I love everything about it. And just like I said, thriving with my partner, thriving with my family, it just makes it so much better. So, you know, with that, like, I mean, my biggest piece of advice that I can give you guys is just try it, go ahead and try it out, see what it would do for you. And just don't be, too skeptical, like how me and Heather were, like, we're really skeptic. And I wish I would have said yes a lot sooner, but I'm still glad to be here today, sharing my story and, having a story to share. So don't be skeptical. And if somebody's reaching out to you to try it, just go ahead and see what happens. And yeah. So I think Heather and Jody, do you guys want to leave us with one last little thing?
Yes, absolutely. I will pop in. Like I ended before, you guys, like, especially you mamas out there, like, you need the Thrive, and you cannot, like, you have to fill your cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And so my encouragement to you is, it is okay to take care of you. You don't have to take care of everyone else in the family first. Take care of yourself first, and everything else in the family unit will fall together. Like, it's incredible what happens in your household when the mom is on point. And then when the dad starts thriving too, the mom and dad are like this super unit that is indestructible. And our whole family has just come together, and every family needs Thrive. And moms, new mamas, do yourself the favor and just pour into yourself, because you will not regret it.
Oh my gosh, Heather. I so wish I would have had Thrive when my kids were little. And I'm on the other end of the spectrum from Heather. My kids are all adults now. I have grandbabies, but I can tell you, I have more energy with my grandbabies than I did with my own kids. So I am so glad that I am thriving and I can enjoy every minute with them and be on the floor playing and doing all of the things as a grandma. So if anybody is reaching out to you about Thrive, just know that it isn't because they want something from you. They truly want something for you. I am forever grateful that my sister-in-law Tiffany reached out to me and asked if I was willing to try a sample, because you don't know what you don't know, right? And you really truly have to experience it. But if you do sample for 3 days, be patient, because like you have heard today, not everybody experiences things right away. It takes people different. It's usually 7 to 10 days before people really start to notice things. And a lot of times it's not us that start to notice it. It's the people around us. And I hear that so often, from new thrivers that, oh my gosh, my coworkers, are like, what are you doing? You're like happy. And, so it's usually the people that we work with. It's usually our family that start to notice that there are some changes happening with us, and they want to know what the heck is going on. So again, just be patient. It will come. And if anybody is offering you a sample, just take it. You have absolutely nothing to lose. So with that, I am going to end this, but thank you everybody for watching. And again, bearing with us in the beginning with some little technical difficulties. But if you have any questions about the Thrive experience or anything, do not hesitate to reach out to somebody that has shared it with you. If you can reach out to Heather, Toby, or I. We are more than happy to answer any of your questions. So have a great day, everybody. See you later.